Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I remember when I was like very young, like a young age, I was like in elementary school, right? And I remember like it was like a little club opened up, right? And I bet you guys would be like, what club are you talking about? You mean the club which you already started, the anime club? I'm like, no. That's before that's before I went to elementary. But anyway, or maybe it was after. I can't remember. I think it was after. I'm not too sure which one it is. Don't try to like nitpick, guys. Let's see which one it was. Because it was in middle school. The middle school one was the, what's it called? I think it was the anime club. But this one, when I was in elementary, right? It was a club, right? And it was, guess guys. No, it's not the cheerleader. I don't even think they have cheerleader in elementary. No, it's not the jump ropes. No, it was definitely not it. It was the step program. The steps is like, those little step things. You step with your foot, I don't know. But it was like that, right? And I heard about it, right? And I was like, let me go join it, and see if if I have two left feet, In my head, I always thought I had two right feet, not instead of like left feet, because when I dance, my legs go right instead of left, So anywho, so I was like, you know what? Let's try out for the step team, See if I'm any good at that, So I just joined it because they was like, oh, it was like, I think it was like it was a list you gotta write down or something like that, and you gotta say what grade you is and why you wanted to be in a step group or something like that. I can't remember, but I signed up for it, right? And I was gonna walk home by myself, Either way, it was gonna walk home. No, it was not either way because we was car riders, For some odd reason, the bus didn't want to come for us, Anywho, so it was car riders. And if we had to do the step, it would be after school, right? So after school, we had to stay after school and do the step group, something like that, And I was like, okay. So my sister's like, oh, I want to join too, So I was like, whatever, the more the merrier, So we came to the after school of like the step group, and they was teaching us the step, and in my head it was like, a little child head, they're like, that step is so hard to do, and now I think about it, I think I can master that step, if I can remember the step, I will maybe put it into this part, but if I don't, I forgot the step, So, so it was the first day, right? And they was teaching us, like, I think it was like, they like 1, 2, 3, 6 steps, or something like that. And we was learning it, right? And we had to do it with a partner, right? So I'm trying to learn it as best possible I can, My brain not working because I keep forgetting the step, So my sister, me and my sister was doing it, right? And then it was like the next day, right? We came back for after school, right? To do the step, right? And I'm thinking that, oh, I think I got it, right? So I'm telling the lady, right? Or I can't remember if it was a lady or a man. I think it was two. I think it was a lady and a man. So I was like, miss, can you see if I'm doing it right? She was like, okay. She's like, no, you're not doing it right, This part supposed to be after the one step and then put your two legs and then stomp like that, right? So, and I was like, okay, and I was kind of getting frustrated because I just didn't know how to do the step, and no one wanted to be my my partner, right? Don't know why, but I think I was so into like doing step that I keep trying to continue doing it, right? I was maybe like, I'm not too sure. I think I was like 6, 7 years old, you know? I think if I was 6 or 7, then if I was 6, my sister was 7. And if I was 7, she must have been 8, you know? I can't remember. But anywho, so we was doing the step, right? And it was kind of getting kind of frustrated, but I'm still trying, I'm like that person who like keep on trying until I get it right, you know? So it was like, I guess my sister was getting bored of stepping, right? And I was like, she told my mom that she don't want to do step anymore, right? And my mom was like, okay, Vinny, you can't go do step anyway. You can't do step because so-and-so is not going to do step with you, you know? And I was like, why not? She was like, oh, because who's going to walk you home? I was like, whatever. So I had to drop it, you know? And I was like, oh my God, I had something what I was almost good at, you know? I wanted like to strive, you know, and do it better, you know? My sister was not feeling it, you know. Since she was not feeling it, I couldn't do it, you know. Everything like what I wanted to do, I couldn't do because if my sister's like, oh, I'm not feeling it, then I don't want to go, you know. She don't want to go, but I still wanted to go, you know, because I wanted to learn the step, you know. So after like we went there only 3 days, you know, only 3 days just doing after school, right? Of doing step, right? And after the 3rd day, my sister was like, nope, it's a wrap. I don't want to do it anymore. I was like, whatever, you know. So after like the 4th day, I was like, oh my God, I was so close, like this close to learning the whole step, you know. And I was like, why did you even stop going to like the step group, right? She was like, it was getting boring. And the thing that made me ticked off that she's like, oh, I learned a step. And I was like, you learned the step and you didn't want to teach me the step so I could stay in there, you know? It made me kind of mad, like frustrated because I was trying to learn the step and knowing she knew the step, but she didn't want to teach me the step, you know? It was kind of like what the hell? Like, why are you ruining my chance why are you ruining my chance that what I like and I can't do it because that you don't want to go because I need someone to walk me home because one kid can't go by himself because just in case if it was like the kidnap business, you know. I don't know back then if they did that business, you know, like kidnapping kids, you know. Can't remember, but my mom wasn't like, she was not for that, you know. Like, oh, none of my kids is not going to get kidnapped, you know. So that's why we had to walk in twos, you know. And that is the time that I wanted to learn like a step program, you know, and I couldn't because my sister said no. She was not having it, you know. So I was like, yeah. Like and subscribe, turn your notifications on, I see you. Who knows? I don't know.